Hi, I'm Dr. Noelle Lucas from Blue Oasis Pet Hospital, and I'm here to answer questions that you might have about your dog's spaying and neutering. And I have an assistant that's going to ask me some questions.
Dr. Lucas, what's the difference between spaying and neutering?
So, spaying your dog is actually an ovariohysterectomy, and we do that on girl dogs or females. And neutering is castration, and we do that on boy dogs.
How does dog spaying or neutering impact the health and well-being of the animal?
Spaying your dog will prevent your dog from having ovarian cancer, uterine cancer, a disease also of infection of the uterus called a pyometra. It will reduce the risk of mammary cancer or breast cancer in your female dog. It reduces the worries that you have of having estrus cycle in your house. Your dog, your female dog also will be just more pleasant to be around if she's not a cycling female. Boy dogs, so our male dogs, the intact male, as they become more sexually mature, the dogs are more likely to run off. So break off leashes, dig under fencing, go over fencing. They are in pursuit of females, or they are more likely, intact male dogs are more likely to fight each other. And so we have more dog fight related injuries with intact males. We also see urination behavior concerns with male intact males want to do marking behavior, including in your house. And we also see increased risk of, just trying to think, boys, increased risk of testicular cancer and prostate disease as dogs continue to age. So there's, for me, lots and lots of reasons that I would recommend spaying or neutering your dog.
How soon should I bring in my pet to see a veterinarian to get spayed or neutered?
So we usually are talking about spaying or neutering your dog while they're going through their puppy vaccination series, and it's also part of what we discuss during those visits. We recommend oftentimes your dog gets spayed and neutered around the age of 6 to 8 months of age. That, however, can change depending on the breed of dog that you have. And there are some studies that are out that we do refer to determine if it's a different age that we need to recommend that your dog gets spayed or neutered to reduce maybe health risks that are associated with spaying and neutering. So we will have those conversations with you depending on the breed that your dog is and the age that we recommend spaying or neutering them.
What will my veterinarian need to know about my dog before spaying and neutering?
A lot of times we want to know, okay, well, for us it's, typically those are young dogs, usually about the age of 6 to 8 months of age. We want to know, if they've had any recent illnesses. We want to know what type of preventions they're on. If it's a little bit older dog, we want to make sure that they're heartworm negative. We want to make sure that they are intestinal parasite free. They're up to date on their vaccines. We want to know if they have any underlying health issues. So we might recommend pre-anesthetic blood work. So it's really just going to depend on the age and lifestyle of the dog and what we might recommend, because we want to make sure we have a healthy patient before we put them under anesthesia for spaying and neutering.
How long is the recovery period, and what should I be prepared to do at home for the recovery period?
Yeah, so recovery period is typically around a week. Our incisions are going to heal within that period of time. We want to make sure that your pet is going home and is sort of staying more relaxed. We've just done some major surgery. The more active they are, the more likely they are having to post-op complications. So we encourage you to have a safe place for them to go, ideally in your home. If it's not in your home, then an enclosure that they aren't going to be too active. We want to make sure that you're able to observe the surgical incision at least ideally a couple times a day. Give them their pain management as they need to. Watch, for any incision-related problems. The most common that we see would be a pet licking their incision and causing some infection or trauma to that skin. But usually the The recovery period is about a week before we'll release them to be back to the kids that they were before we did the procedure. So if you have some questions related to your dog's spaying or neutering, we invite you to call and talk with us here at Blue Oasis Pet Hospital. Thank you so much.